Hi, welcome to Meet the Artist. This program is brought to you by Hedberg Public Library and JATV Media Services. I'm your host, Teresa Nguyen. Meet the Artist features various local artists whose work will be on display in monthly exhibits at Hedberg Public Library. In the studio today, we have the talented Woody May, our featured artist for the month of December. Welcome to the studio, Woody.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. So tell me how long you've been painting, and was there someone who kind of boosted your confidence when you started?
My love of cars stems since I was 5.
Okay.
So my sister actually taught me how to draw cars, but my mom, I do remember her drawing tractors and stuff like that in front of me, and I think back to that and I think about how I just marveled over that. So I would say my mom is my biggest hero in this whole thing, you know.
Oh, I love that. I think she'd love to hear that too. So there's definitely a genetic factor, I think, going on in your family too,
yes.
to have that art ability. And so then, do you remember a particular piece that you created that you kind of surprised yourself? And
Well, this was bizarre. When I was in grade school, I grew up in Evansville, so
okay.
when I was in grade school, the high schoolers, when homecoming was coming, they would always used to paint the windows downtown.
Right.
Well, they asked me as a grade schooler to come and draw and paint a huge car on the windows,
Wow.
which was a pretty cool honor, you know. And,
Yeah. That's a big deal, being the little kid among the high school artists.
Oh,
you know.
It was huge. Yeah. And then, so my last yearbook, I bet I probably drew over 200 cars in everybody's yearbook.
Oh, as your sort of signature,
right,
you know, like
right.
signing the book, and you
Sure.
drew cars. Wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I look back on that and smile every time I do, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's really special. So then beyond high school, did you end up taking art classes at all?
No, there was nothing ever out of. I thought about it, you know, because you could always brush up on whatever,
Sure.
but yeah, no, it's all been, you know, just by doing it, you know,
Right.
practice and all that kind of stuff.
Right. So you mentioned that you sketch as well as paint. Do you explore other kinds of mediums or do any sculpturing or anything like that?
I've not. I do a lot of sketching and stuff like that.
Okay.
But just recently got into the color part of it, you know, the painting and
Sure.
stuff, and I sure enjoy it. You know, there's nothing like it. The world goes away when you paint. That's all I can say. That's, you know.
Right. It transports you, and it's kind of therapeutic, isn't it?
It really is, yes.
Yeah. So was there someone, your mom? You mentioned your mom. Is there anyone that you know, or someone famous that also inspires you as an artist?
Well, my sister probably was one of the biggest ones.
Sure.
But I remember watching Bob Ross all the time. Anytime he was on, I was watching.
Yeah.
And I would just marvel over that. In fact, watching him, I would go to my drawing pad and just sketch out what, you know, some of the stuff that he, you know,
That's
would
awesome.
do.
Everybody loves Bob Ross.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's for sure.
And so in your paintings, you use a variety of colors. Or is there a certain style or color palette you like? Or
I like just about everything, but I'm kind of particular. I like a fall scene or a Christmas scene where the colors are bold and bright.
Sure.
But I do like neon colors too, as well. The neon stuff, you know, hot orange and hot green, and you know, all the hot stuff. I really like all that kind of stuff, but I don't get to use that so much in my paintings, I guess, you know.
True, because you tend to stick to realism.
Right.
And, you know, I think sometimes those neon colors lend themselves well to abstract.
Right.
And I see you brought some pieces here today. Let's talk about these. I love this downtown scene. It's just so reminiscent of an era gone by. Perhaps your childhood, or I don't know.
I guess that's what kind of sparked that one was, I remember growing up in a small town. I grew up in Evansville, like I say.
Right.
And I remember all the decorations that would hang across the roads and all that kind of stuff. And there was just a certain magic in the air around the Christmas time, you know, when people were shopping and, you know, music was playing throughout the streets, and it was pretty neat. And I love nostalgia. Nostalgia, that's my favorite, you know.
Sure, I love the lineup of the old cars, and then you've got the snow sprinkled on them. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to do realistic snow, but you certainly captured that. Plus, it's actually snowing.
Oh, yeah, right. Yes, it is.
And that's hard to do.
Kind of, yeah. Every painting I do, I try to stretch a little bit and do something I haven't done.
Sure.
You know, just to, you know, be new about it. You know, try different things on that way. But
yeah, that's really great. And then the train scene. Tell me about that. How you were inspired to paint it.
I actually, quite a while ago, I saw a photo postcard of the Evansville train station.
Okay.
And I thought, man, that's a lot of work, but let's try it, you know. And I, knock on wood, I think it came out.
It turned out really great.
Well, thank you.
Really great. I love it. It's so inviting, and you just can picture yourself there. On the platform.
Yeah. I guess that's another thing that I like to paint is that could this be real? You know, I don't. Sometimes fantasy is okay, but yeah, no, mostly, you know, something that sparks something from another person's time in their life. Is pretty cool, you know.
Now, the farm scene. Tell me the story behind this painting.
This was actually, I have a cousin that lives way up in northern Wisconsin, and she took a photo of this, and then so I asked her permission if I could, you know, paint it, and so this is actually just a recent one. This is like, you know, just a couple months ago. And
have you shown it to her?
Oh yeah. She was in love with it, you know, infatuated by it, so she wanted a print and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Sure.
That was pretty special.
That makes a nice gift, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah.
Great.
So
how did you decide what to choose for Hedberg then?
I guess kind of just at a random. I've got so many paintings laying around that, you know, like I say, I've been doing one a week at least. You know, so it's like just kind of some of my favorites, I think, out of the bunch.
Right. That's nice that you have enough to select from, that you can just pick and choose. So if you were to give advice to someone who wanted to try, you know, a scene and to paint, and they weren't sure what to do or how to get started, what would you say?
I would say don't ever give up. I mean, go with how you feel, you know, and once you're into it, you can't let go of it. And practice is all, you know. That's And then another huge one is YouTube. Go onto YouTube and watch videos. You learn so much. You know, I've learned so much in the past couple of years just doing that, you know. But
so do you print cards, or do you exhibit elsewhere or do anything like that?
Not yet. I'm working on it. I guess I haven't gotten out like I should do, I guess, but
no, that's okay.
Yeah.
We're excited because according to you, this is a relatively recent endeavor, other than, you know, you've always had the talent, but maybe perhaps now you have the time.
Right.
And
so now's the time to shine, I guess.
You're shining.
Oh yeah, well, good.
So are you excited for this?
I am beyond ecstatic. Yep. No, this is really cool.
Yeah, we're very excited too. I can't wait to see the rest of your work and what you've created. thank you, Woody, for coming into the studio today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Well, you're
this is great.
welcome. And you've allowed our viewers to get a sneak peek of your beautiful work, and it's been fun getting to know you.
Yes, very nice. Thank you.
Yeah. We invite the public to come visit the library this month to check out Woody May's amazing art exhibit. Thank you all for joining me today. Please check out this program on JATV Media Services, Spectrum Cable Channel 994. You can also find it on JATV's YouTube channel. Remember, don't wait for another day. Go out and make some wild, whimsical, wonderful art. I'm your host, Teresa Nguyen. I'll see you next time on Meet the Artist.